What is up, YouTube? KM888 here, and I'm here with a blast from the past. Anyone who's been on my channel for a couple of years knows that I used to play with DDD a lot. And I even went top 32 at nationals, stuff like that, with a 60 card list down in the past. Now, recently DDD got a huge update. They got some new cards, and I was actually roaring just to play with them, and I collected them all. I have them all right now. The deck list is complete, except for a couple of cards in my side deck. But I wanted to pick this up as a secondary deck that I could play now and then on locals. So I want to go over this list, why I use certain cards for it, and yeah, just go over the list in general. I'll also make a short to put on the channel, so if you're just interested in a quick deck list, pow pow pow, you can just watch it over there. It's probably the easiest way. For now, let's get into this list. I love DDD. The deck is just amazing. Yeah. First things first, I'm on triple Dark Contract with the Gate. I'm starting off with this one because this is your main starter. There are two cards that you can actually search with this that are your main engine starters, your combo starters, whatever you want to name it. The first one is DDD Zero Doom Queen Machinex. The second one, of course, being DDD Savant Kepler. Now you might say, okay, why are you putting them on the field like this? Well, the other one card starters are two Dark Spirit Mastery, which can search the Machinex. And then I have Nightmare Throne and 1/1, which can search the Kepler or special summon out the Kepler. So basically, these are all the one card combo cards that are in this deck. And that's 16. 16 cards is amazing. That's a huge amount. I just love it. There are 8 ways to get into Kepler. There are 8 ways to get into your Machinex. Most of the time when you are dueling, you're going to get both anyways. And even if you have one, it doesn't matter. You're getting to everything. It's crazy. I just love how this deck plays, and I just want to show you guys this. So, 16 one-card starters, it's crazy. Then for the other cards for the DDDs, I am playing 2 DD Griffin and 3 DD Scale Surveyor. I cut out 1 Griffin because when you're doing the one-card combo, you always search for the Griffin. It's kind of, it might be contra intuitive, because if you don't have the Griffin and they hand trap your Solomon or whatever it's called, I think it's called that, then you can't get to the Griffin. But in general, like, you have 5 cards in total that do the same thing, and if you get any other monster on the field as well, like any of the other engine requirements, then you still go full combo anyway. So I want to cut down one of these, and I figured that cutting down the Griffin is better because this is the thing that you're searching anyways. So you're gonna get through 1, maybe even 2 of this during every game. While the Scale Surveyor, you're not standardly trying to search it, but if you draw it in your opening hand, it's actually great. So I want to have 3 of this in the main deck just so I can draw it, and then I want to have 2 of this so I can search it, like stuff like that. But having 5 just to combo on it's a great number. You don't need 6. Like, I'm even on a 43 card list at the moment, I think. Yeah, 43, and this stuff is just working out. So yeah. Rest of the engine requirements, I'm on 1 DD Count Surveyor. I think this card is the nuts, but playing more than 1 is... like, you either play 0, 1, or 3. And I didn't want to play 3 because the deck count's already this high. Because you have a lot of engine requirements. And you still want to play non-engine, of course, so yeah. And I just thought that the 1 would be cool because you can search it as well with the Dark Spirit Mastery. But this is also a semi-1 card starter, because if you see this with any DD card, then you can just special summon it and search Kepler or the Machinex. So it's just a semi-starter, basically. Same for DD Savant Copernicus. If you open this, it's like, okay, you can normal summon this one if you have the rest of the combo anyways. It doesn't matter. Opening this is still great. But just the one is enough because you don't want to consistently see it. If you like, in all general honesty, getting this out with the dark contracts is way better than seeing it, but seeing it isn't a problem. So DDD Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok. I love this card to bits. The artwork is great, the effect is amazing. Everything about this card I love. Even the fact that it's a level 8 fiend, so you can search with Dark Spirit Mastery, like everything. And I even love it this much that I was trying out a second copy of it, which wasn't bad, but the only thing it did was up the deck count. So I cut it back down to 1. And it just works out. If the Gilgamesh gets negated, then you can still search this out in so many ways. Just scale it anyways. Card is just nuts. And then for the targets to send to the graveyard, we have DD Land Soldier and DD Necro Slime. These are the two that you obviously need. I am playing the DD Defense Soldier as well because in my combo I try to go for Dark Contract with the Witch, and then to actually use this for its pop, you need a DD card in hand or a Dark Contract in hand. And if you can send the Defense Soldier somewhere along the combo, then you can just add something from your extra deck back to your hand at the end of main phase 2 or something. Just get it back and then have the free discard. Also, this it's not bad to have in your opening hand because these 3 can be discard fodder for the DD Griffin, so you can draw an additional card. And on top of it, if you have this in your hand, you can just normal summon it. And then, let's say you opened the Kepler, you can scale the Kepler, use this to special the Kepler, and then you already have 2 monsters on the field. So even if they negate the Kepler, you can still go Gilgamesh. So that's also a thing that can happen. I just love the card, but it's not the greatest, but I do think that it's kind of necessary in most situations. Unlike the DD Orthros, I am not playing Orthros. If they banish my DD Land Soldier, so be it. I'm probably not gonna get it back anytime soon, but it's like I don't even mind them banishing. Like, not all of the DDs have a restriction where you cannot pendulum summon anything but DDDs. So, like, for instance, if you have the DDD Zero Doom King in your scale, then you can just pendulum summon out a Hand Trap Tuner, which is level 3, so you might have to tune a bit your levels, like having a level 3 tuner like in Ash Blossom or Rebel, together with a Kepler on the field already makes 4, and then you can have you can have any of the level 4s, and then you can still make the Siegfried, stuff like that. So yeah, it's just a little bit of tweaking that you can do. Yeah, I think it's just great. The 1 Land Soldier is enough, even if they bestial it. Dark Contract with the Zero King, and Dark Contract with the Witch. In honesty, if I want to change, if I want to put more into the deck, a second Dark Contract with the Zero King could be amazing. This card is like a semi-starter. You just need any other DD monster, but you don't always have those. You want some non-engine in the deck, of course. And if you open 4 non-engine with the Dark Contract with the Zero King, then you can't play. If you open 4 non-engine with the Machinex or with the Gate, then you can play, stuff like that. So yeah, these are all of the engine requirements that I'm playing, but you don't mind drawing any of these, basically. Like the Dark Contract to which it's cool if you can search it out. It's way better because the opponent does, it doesn't matter if the opponent knows. But if you open it in your opening hand, then the opponent just doesn't know that you have it. So at least there's that. I like it. And then for non-engine, I think this is kind of normal for DDD at the moment. I'm playing a lot of Fualos outs. I'm on Called by the Grave. I have 2 Droll and Lock birds in here. Yes, this deck Droll and Locks itself if you get Fualos. You don't really mind Droll and Lock that much after the initial 2 searches. So if they want to Fualos you just search twice, you give them 1 draw after, because the searches happen before the Gilgamesh. So at that point, you go Gilgamesh summon, use the effect. They draw a card, you set your scales, and then you just draw and lock. So it doesn't matter. And then, of course, 3 Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. To negate that Full loss, it's everything that you need. Next to these, I am also on Triple Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion. I've opted for this card because I do still think that you should bell a Bestial on the Land Soldier. If you have the bell, that's amazing, because the Land Soldier is your only tuner, and then you don't have to make weird plays to get your synchros. So yeah. On top of that, bell is one of the best hand traps in the game right now. So I don't even mind that it conflicts with Dominus Impulse. If you see Impulse and Bell, just use Bell before it. If you don't see Impulse and Bell together, well, you only had one option anyways, right? And then for the rest of the hand traps, we're on Triple Fualos, still one of the best cards. You'll always use this before Impulse anyways. 2 Infinite Impermanences. I was playing 3, but I cut the 3rd to add the 3rd Bell, because Bell was actually better than Imperm. Yeah. And then Triple Dominus Impulse. If you can play this card, just play it. This card is meta-defying. This card makes your deck like 50% better going into any match. And the fact that you can play it in this deck, because nothing of the main engine or the extra deck engine is actually light, earth, or wind. So, amazing. You just have to play it. 17 non-engine for those who are counting. Because I'm on 43, I'm actually on 24 engine cards. Might seem a lot, but the ratios are kind of fine. Might swap things up a little bit more, but I do not know as of yet. Yeah, in testing, the deck has been working out. So for the extra deck, double Gilgamesh, you don't need 3. I think most of this extra deck is standard, so I'll just go over it. 1 Sky King Zeus, Clovis, Siegfried, Genghis, and Arc Crisis. Solomon. I am on the Wave King Caesar because I am trying to search for the Witch, and post-sighting there is always the Contract of Eternal Darkness, so you actually want to be able to search that with this. So you have to play it in my opinion. If you already opened like Kepler plus Gate, then you can search for the Dark Contract with the Witch with the Kepler, and then you can just make Caesar and then put the Machinex on top of the Caesar to have more materials. So that's actually still amazing. Of course, the Marksman King Tell. You need this card. It lets you play through Nibiru super easy because you make this before the 5th summon, and even if they nip, you still get to your Necro Slime, and Necro Slime gives you a Genghis, and then Genghis gives you another card, and then you can go into Gilgamesh again. Like it just snowballs really quickly. Then we are on Wave Hiking Caesar, of course. I am on double the Visor King Deus Machinex. And then the 2 cards that are just random for like everybody. It's really weird. These are like stuck in every extra deck. And then we have 2 randoms. So for me, personally, I'm on 1 DDD Super Doom King Dark Armageddon. For one and only one reason. This card makes sure that if you have it on the field, DD Pendulum monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects. So if you go up against a board breaker deck with things like Raigeki, Dark Hole, they cannot destroy your Pendulum monsters, which there are quite a few. I do have to see like... Yeah, it's just the Pendulum monsters that you control, but at the very least, they don't get to destroy your entire field, which is really important. Because the Divisor King Deus Machinex on its own can actually crack entire combos. If you have like 3 to 4 attaching beneath the Machinex, that's just like, it's brutal. So protecting that is sometimes really important. And then the second reason, Luna Light Liger Dancer. So Liger Dancer destroys everything. It's untargeted, like it's unaffected by everything. So there is not a card in the entire deck that can out that stupid Liger Dancer, except for Arc Crisis. But Arc Crisis doesn't have any protection. So you do your entire combo, you summon the Arc Crisis, and then they just go Liger Dancer pop. Okay. You can never out a Liger Dancer with your Arc Crisis if they keep their Liger Dancer effect for it, which is stupid because you have no outs. So the second reason on the Super Doom King, if you make it, then they cannot pop pendulums. Arc Crisis is a pendulum. So going second, you can just slap this on the field first. I know it's hard to make, you need 2 DDD monsters, but it's doable. It's really doable. And then, afterwards, you do your entire combo, make Arc Crisis, and you just run over the cards. It's amazing. The final card in the extra deck, just as well, purely for Liger Dancer. I'm on 1, number 77, the 7 Sins. And this is the only card in the entire extra deck that isn't DD related. The reason you play this, the opponent probably won't see it coming. So you go into any DDD, anything that you have. It can even be a main deck monster, like the, what's it called here? Like the Machinex. You can put it on the field. Okay? Put the DDD Divisor King Deus Machinex over it. This is a rank 10 Dark. Put 7 Sins over it. This is a 4000 attack monster that cannot be destroyed by card effects. You just detach instead. So even if they have Liger Dancer, you can just go easily into this, attack over the Liger Dancer, make sure the threat is gone, and then in main phase 2 you do your entire combo. Gilgamesh only locks you into the DDD archetype after you've used its effect. So before, you can just, like, it doesn't matter what you do. You just go, okay, summon 7 Sins, attack over it, done. I don't even mind letting this card be on the field. Because if it's on board, it has 4000 attack, cannot be destroyed by card effects, and during the next turn, if you happen to still have 2 materials on it, there are ways that you can just detach 2, banish their entire board, I believe. So let's see. You can detach 2 Exceed materials from this card, banish as many special summoned monsters your opponent controls. So it's actually powerful. If you need it during the combo, you can pop this with the Sky King Zeus. Okay. And then you have an additional Pendulum Summon. But yeah, that's it for the main and the extra deck. I haven't put my side deck together because I haven't really taken it to locals yet. But I might do that. Like if I go on Sunday, maybe I'll play the DDD for once. It could be fun. But yeah, that was it for the deck profile. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.